good morning, and good afternoon to whoever is watching. In such a very delicate time like this, where everything is going to peak and go to its highest, you're going to realize that it doesn't really matter what you sell or what you provide to the market, as long as you provide it to the best and you're here to actually conquer and dominate the market. If you're trying to compete in this market, you're not going to make it. And while we're talking about this market today, I would actually want to also leave some comments on how to actually risk mitigate and risk avoid the climate that we are really in. Let me explain. We have fuel prices going over 102% over the regular price, and you realize that over time, if this continues for like the next 5 months, everything is going to spike up. The food prices, the education prices, everything. Every product will go up, which means if inflation keeps going up, we are going to end up with a situation where people are running out of cash. And the people who are going to be selling their properties just so they can get some cash in hand. And that will lead to most things going very cheap, because we've seen these cycles happen over and over again. There's always going to be a market correction at some point, but you have to position yourself where you are ready to actually take care of that, or you're actually ready to take care of that opportunity in the market. It's not going to be easy. Some people won't see it happening, but over time you realize that every time fuel prices go up, everything else is just going to follow. I mean, we've tried doing an experiment on this, because many people say we've already entered an era where we use a lot of electricity, so it won't actually change or disrupt a lot on the prices. But if you actually think about it, we might end up in an era where it's more like the 2008 crisis, where everyone is just selling their homes for less than market value. And what I've realized is that the people who will buy so much properties, I mean, if you have cash and you can survive, good. If you can just survive on rice and beans and put all your cash in assets, I would say you're going to be winning by around 2028. And for the people who are borrowing, I wouldn't also suggest that, because the banks are giving you the money at around 17%, at least in this market. And you're going to realize that if you get into debt right now, because there's two ways you're going to get cash. If you're a person who already has assets and you're sitting on them right now, and you will be running out of cash very soon, there's two ways you can do. You can either sell your asset or borrow from the bank. And both of those two are going to be a very hard decision for you to make, because it is a very hard decision. It's a very hard market. It's a very tough market to be in right now. If you sell your assets, if you're lucky enough, you'll get a little bit higher than the market value. If you're a person who doesn't have the assets to sell and you'll have to borrow from the bank, the interest rates are going to kill you over time. And if you're a business owner, this matters to you more than anybody, because businesses survive on cash flow. And if you can really understand how to manage it until this war is over, at least, that should be something you should be working on. And if you feel like this could be helpful for your business, we do work on something like that at B2A System. We work on strategy consulting and operations and management consulting. If you got any information from this, make sure that you use it. This is free information, and I won't be charging you for this. You should understand that different markets require different strategies, and how you adapt to them is how you actually get over them.